I just want to publicly thank you for saying that, because people will say, well, you can't do it on the side. I'm like, yes, you can. I hustled my
Yeah.
face off in the middle of a job. And then if you ever do decide to make the jump, you have this solid thing that's there. Like, oh.
Yes, 100%.
Boom! How's it going, everyone? It's Steve Larson. Welcome back to the One Funnel Away Stories show. I am asking entrepreneurs about their journey, and I want to know about their ups and their downs, things that made things click in their head so they finally got success. And right now today, I have Rosita Szatkowska on with me today. Very excited to have her. She is incredible. I've gotten to know her a little bit myself the last little bit. Welcome to the show.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks for having me here. I'm super excited.
Yeah, this will be awesome. Thanks for taking the time here. And just for everyone who's on with us now, could you tell everyone just kind of about yourself, where you're from, what you do?
Yeah, definitely. So, just a quick story. I was born and raised in Poland, moved to America at 9 years old. And then during my teenage years, I got into drugs. I ended up being homeless, addicted to drugs by the time I was 16, 17, 18 years old. Finally, this one day came where I'm just, on my knees praying to God, like, God, give me a chance at life. Like, I'm tired of being homeless. I'm tired of being addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
I had no relationship with my family, nothing.
Yeah.
So I told God, I'm like, just give me a chance. I want to do some of my life. And, I was insecure at the time. I had no confidence. I was one of those street kids just walking around the streets. And after I had that conversation with God, I just embarked on this journey, and I started living with a friend, with a friend in her room with her mom. I lived in some motels, and I just started getting jobs, like one after another.
Right.
I was just trying to be responsible. And while I was getting these jobs, I couldn't keep a job because I felt like my hard work wasn't noticed, and I couldn't connect with the managers, and I was just having a tough time.
Yeah.
So within 2 years, I ended up going through 5 different jobs. And finally, I turned 21. I'm turning 21 years old, and I'm like, damn, like something needs to change, because when I'm doing it ain't working. So I get another job at a retail grocery store, and I tell myself, like, everything that my manager are telling me, like, I'm going to listen, like, I'm going to do what they're telling me to do. Like, I'm going to be an exemplary employee. And what happened was 4 months into me working in this company, I got my first promotion. Okay.
Yeah.
I got my first promotion, and I finally realized, like, whoa, I think I finally get how to get promoted after all these failures, right? One after another. I finally realized how to get promoted. And then from there, the strategy that I learned, I kept implementing, right? And I've been working for a Fortune 100 company. It's a corporation.
Yeah.
So every store I'd work at and I'd keep implementing these strategies, and sometimes they work, sometimes they didn't. I still struggled with my team sometimes. I still struggled with just being a manager and a leader and so forth. But long story short, within 9 years, I ended up getting 7 management promotions, right? And I had no formal education, no prior experience besides the failures. And then finally, when I get my 7th promotion, which was 2 years ago, right? So 7 promotion within 7 years, because now it's been 9 years.
Yeah.
And I'm supporting 41 multi-million-dollar stores. I have over 2,000 employees that I'm supporting. And it's like, you know what? I need to do more. And that's when I got the light bulb to start a business. That's when my entrepreneurial journey started. And,
That's interesting, because most people would say, like, I'm set, I'm good to go. I don't, but you have the bug. You're like, I'm ready for a little bit more.
Yes, because so now I'm making all this money, and I've had all these promotions. I have a fiance. I have relationships with my family again. I mean, life's good. I have a roof over my head. I have food. Like, I'm no longer a homeless, drug addicted kid, right? and I have all that I need. Like, I'm doing good. But I just got this.
Oh, sorry. Did people think you were crazy?
Well, yeah, they're like, why do you want to start a business? Like, no one understood. And I tackled with that for like a good year. I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I even trying to start a business? Like, like a thing, like a force within myself that I had to battle. Like, am I doing this? Am I not doing this? And finally, I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to start a business. And I had a hard time finding my niche. I'm like, damn, what am I going to teach others? And it was right in front of me, like, hello, I'm good at managing people. I'm great at leadership and getting promoted,
Yeah.
but I didn't see it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm going to do online confidence coaching, right? So I sign up, I buy this online program, and, like I follow their strategies, what they told me to do. I ended up getting a customer, and I hated what I was doing, because it was coaching. So I would get on the phone with this person. I'd help them with confidence coaching, but it really turned into like life coaching, and I hated that. Like, it just wasn't my jam. Like, it just wasn't my jam, right? Like, I'm a manager, I'm a businesswoman. So I finished up my contract with her, and I finished that up. And then from there, I was online, and Russell Brunson's ad comes up for 10x Masterclass, and I'm like, I don't know, it just looks cool. So I ended up signing up for the 10x Masterclass, and I really learned like how you sell from webinars. Like, I really like that concept. That's where I'm like, yes, I want to sell from webinars. That's what I want to do. And then from there, it was like a week later, One Funnel Away challenge happened. And that's where it all just started for me.
Interesting. Okay, so the 10x Secrets Masterclass happened. Then you did the OFA. When was the OFA, One Funnel Away, that you did?
So I did it this past February. I think it was like mid-January to mid-February, something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
It's only been like 10 months.
Oh, yeah, 10 months ago. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mid-February. And then what happened from there? Well, you take One Funnel Away, and this guy's yelling at you all the time.
Yeah. So I'm new to direct response marketing, new to the online stuff, like to funnels, like all this stuff. It's all new to me. But I take the One Funnel Away challenge. I get my box. I'm super happy. Endorphins hit. I'm super happy, and I just everything that you were yelling at for us to do, and then the daily assignments and the daily Russell videos and Julie Stone, like everything that you guys were telling me to do, I was doing every day. Like when you guys said go start building like a course, or go start creating the offer, and go start like finding your who's. I was doing that like day by day. I just stayed on schedule, and it was intense as heck. But at the end of the One Funnel Away challenge, I literally had a whole funnel set up, squeeze page set up with Facebook ads going to it, converting at 70%, which I didn't even know that was that good.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. I had a course created, which didn't sell because I knew nothing about offers and sales pages, right? So I had a really great squeeze page, but I made 0 sales from that funnel. But I learned so much. And after the One Funnel Away, I'm like, damn, I have this set up. What's next? How can I actually start selling? How can I start making money? And that's when I looked you up, and I didn't know you before One Funnel Away.
Sure.
And I started researching you online. I'm like, this guy must be selling something else besides one funnel away. Like, I need like coaching, like I need help, And I found OfferLab, which is one of your programs. And that's where I got on the call. I ended up signing up. My first official day was in August. And now 4 months later, I've had a ton of success. And here I am right now.
What a whirlwind. So do you still do the management jobs and stuff on the side while you've been building, or when did you leave that?
Oh no, I work corporate every day, all day. I start every day around 6:30, and I work till 4:30 every day. I'm on my lunch right now. I'm about to go visit one of my stores. I'm in the parking lot right now.
So I'm building working all this stuff on the side of your full-time job.
Yes.
Can I just want to publicly thank you for saying that, because people will say, well, you can't do it on the side. I'm like, yes, you can. I hustled my face off in the middle of a job. And then if you ever do decide to make the jump, you have this solid thing that's there. Like, oh.
Yes, 100%. And I'm on my 60th podcast episode this Saturday. I'm publishing Facebook Lives every day. Like, I'm doing it. And you can do it. It's possible, just got to take action,
That's awesome. So what are you selling right now? What's your business right now?
Yeah, so I'm in the process of creating my core offer, which is it's an online training course for high performing managers who want to get promoted at work and become top leaders in their workplace. So the program is almost done. However, I've been accepting students into my beta course.
Nice.
I already have a couple students in the course right now with a ton of success. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to be launching my core offer. Actually, beginning of next year, I'm going to be doing a launch campaign and the whole deal. So
That is awesome. That's so cool. That's exciting. So, I mean, crazy journey, amazing journey. And, okay, what was one of the most challenging aspects of the One Funnel Away challenge?
I think just getting it done every day. When just getting everything done every day, with a lot of it was just new to me. So it's like I'm listening to you yelling at us to get this done, but it was, for the most part, everything I was doing was my first time doing it. Like first time creating this offer, this funnel, finding my who's, like all this stuff that you guys tell us to do, which is just amazing.
Yeah.
One Funnel Away challenge just it changes your life.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but if you're dedicated and committed, then you do it because that's what you want.
So you just touched on something really key, though, I think, is that you just did it. And then you said it's the first time I'd ever done those things.
Mm-hmm.
But most people do not have the gumption to do that. They don't have, I don't know. They're like, I've never done that before. It's like, well, yeah, okay, we get it. What would you say to those people, though? Because that's not a natural tick.
Yeah. What I'll tell all of you who are saying, "Oh, well, I never done this before and it's hard." I would just say, just do it. You learn, and you might fail, and you might not be able to do it the first time 100%.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, there's no such thing as failure. You just do it, and you learn, and you get better and better and better. Like I know I still have so much ahead of me to learn. But I've already grown so much just in the last couple of months, which if I would have never taken action, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So it's all about just doing it. Whether you're scared or not, just do it.
That's awesome. No such thing as failure. Yeah. Eventually, everything just builds on itself anyway. All about progress. Yeah. Okay, that's huge. And then what about the other way? So most challenging, what was like the thing that made everything click the most?
I think how everything in One Funnel Away challenge is just one on top of another. It all builds. And at the end of the 30 days, it's like, if you did it all, like you got it all. Like I had a funnel with the offer created. Like I had my who's, like to create my logos for me, which the logo didn't even matter. It doesn't matter, right? But it just all builds on top of one another. And if you really just take the steps day by day and follow their instructions, like you're going to be like a superstar at the end of the 30 days.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because, I mean, you have to have it. And the issue is that people start at the back thinking that it's the front. And it's super hard. Like, why isn't my traffic working? You don't even have a message. There's not even you have nothing. You got to go back and get some foundations up. So if you went through and you did, 9 years, 7 management promotions, and then you realize it was 2 years ago, I want to go start a business. What businesses did you do?
Well, I had an online confidence coaching business.
The confidence one.
So I did that. Yeah, the confidence. And I actually, what I did was I went on, I had a webinar, created a webinar, and first few times no one showed up. So I'm like, oh, crying, and then finally a couple more people showed up and I sold one of them. So I'm like, hell yeah. And that was pretty much it. And then I went through One Funnel Away challenge. I created this like leadership training course. Cool. And I did that. And then now I have the fast track method, which is what I'm selling, which is the 8-week course to help high performing managers get promoted at work and become top leaders. So that's my thing, what I'm doing.
So you're going in and how do you actually create it? Like, for example, like I would go, like when I was still working for Russell, 6 a.m. I would be in his office and I would take his mic from his computer and plug it into mine because I didn't have any equipment. I had nothing. Like what? Yeah. You're doing this on the side of your very successful business or job, right? And how are you actually creating those things?
Yeah, so I mean, I wake up at 4:41 every morning. I get ready for the day, and then I do my publishing. I do a Facebook Live. I do some publishing on social media, which I plan out a week in advance. So when I start my week, all my publishing's ready to go. I already know my topics for everything, my podcast,
Oh,
Facebook Lives, for my emails. Like I set it up in advance, so I already know what I'm going to talk about.
that's nice.
And then I go to work all day on my lunch. This is what I do, right? I'll usually be doing something that's business related during my lunchtime.
Yeah.
And then from there, after work, come home, kiss my girlfriend, we have dinner,
Yeah.
and then I just get back on it. I just keep working on it, and that's it. I go to bed every day by 8:30 p.m. and I always get my 8 hours of sleep, and then back up again. I'm up at 4:41 and doing it all over again. So
That's huge. That's so cool. I'm so excited
yeah,
for you. That's all. I mean, what an explosive journey. Very, very cool.
thank you.
Is there anybody, so like, I've never really met an entrepreneur ever in my life ever who has not had some kind of like intense personal thing along the way that really helped define them. And funny enough, we'll teach the models in One Funnel Way or wherever, right? Here's the cash model, and then what is hard is like it's all dependent on their ability to drive the car that we just showed them. And you just go, I mean, you've got all the parts of the story,
Yeah.
So somebody who's just starting out and somebody who may not have gone through that thing yet, or, is wondering if they qualify, I guess what would you say to that kind of person, who's like, am I good enough to do this thing?
Honestly, good enough. It's all within yourself. Like whether you feel good enough or not, you just got to go for it if you really believe in what you want to do. Sometimes I still not feel like I'm good enough. I pinch myself like, what am I even doing? I totally feel the imposter syndrome and the whole deal. Like, what am I even trying to do here? But I you just got to take action. You just got to do what you believe in, and you learn along the way, and things might change along the way. But you just gotta go for it. End of the day, you live once, and you don't want to be on your deathbed saying, "Damn, I wish I would have done that," on "Damn, I wish I would said something else." You go for it, and no regrets.
Oh, it's huge. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, Rosita. It's really been awesome. Thanks for sharing your story. It's very amazing.
No problem. Thank you for having me here. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We'll talk to you later.
All right, take care.